Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All Guru Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all assembled devotees. Yashamati from Chicago.
Hare Krishna Yashamati Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining and giving a beautiful association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Is there anybody else who would like to?
Krishna Shivani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasini Devadasi from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you Mataji for joining and giving a beautiful association. Hare Krishna.
I think we'll wait for a few minutes to Prabhu logs in and then we'll start.
Okay, sure, Mataji.
Yeah, and if you want to read the quote, I think you can go ahead, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa Office Call. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa Office Call for this mid-morning session. I would like to share a quote by Shri Prabhupada Ji. Our Krishna consciousness movement is how to become one of the Gopi Jana. Then Krishna will save us from any danger, even by lifting a hill or a mountain. New York, July 20th, 1971.
We can wait, Mataji, till he comes.
Okay, Mataji, we can do chanting, Mataji?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Vinita
Krishna,
Mataji is trying to reach him. So let's see if he comes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Mataji is coming, Mataji. Maybe another 2 minutes.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
Okay, Mataji, that's good. Then I'll stop sharing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji came. He needs to connect to the audio.
Recording in progress.
नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, we welcome all of you in our this beautiful Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi Leela Adi Khanda. We are going to discuss 9th chapter from 170th sloka to 173rd sloka. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So I am going to present the slokas on the screen. Chaitanya Bhagavat, the chapter 9, Lord Nityananda's childhood pastimes and travels to holy places. Sloka 170 onwards. Iswara Puri Brahmananda Puri Adiyata. Iswara Puri Brahmananda Puri Adiyata. Sarva Sisya Hailena Nityananda Rata. Iswara Puri Brahmananda Puri Adiyata. Sarva Sisya Hailena Nityananda Rata. Iswara Puri Brahmananda Puri Adiyata. Sarva Sisya Hailena Nityananda Rata. Ishwar Puri, Brahmanand Puri, and the other disciples of Madhavendra Puri all felt great attachment for Lord Nityananda. Commentary. Sri Ishwar Puri was born in a Brahmin family of Kumarhatta near the Hali Sahara, a station on the East Bengal or Eastern Railway line, and was a beloved disciple of Sri Madhavendra Puri. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila, chapter 8, sloka 28 to 30, describes how Sriman Madhavendra Puri, being pleased by his service, benedicted him in the following words: May you obtain the wealth of love for Krishna. May you obtain the wealth of love for Krishna. Prior to enacting the pastime of initiating Mahaprabhu with the 10th level mantra at Gaya, Sri Ishwar Puri came to Navadvip and resided at the house of Gopinath Acharya for 1 month. At that time, he had discussions with Advaita Prabhu and Mahaprabhu in which he recited to them his book Sri Krishna Leelamrit, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela chapter 11. When Shriman Mahaprabhu visited Kumarhatta to see the birthplace of Sri Ishwar Puri, he took some dirt from that place and bound it in his outer garment in order to teach the living entities how to respect one's spiritual master. Even today, every Gaudiya Vaishnava who visits the place of Sri Ishwar Puri carries some dirt back with him. Sri Madhvendra Puri was the first fructified seed of the desire tree of devotional service. And Sri Ishwar Puri is the nourishment of that fructified seed. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 9, 11th sloka. Two brahmacharis, Govinda and Kasishwar, the disciples of Sri Ishwar Puripad. After his disappearance, these two brahmacharis went to Nilachal on his order to serve Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 10, 138, 139 sloka, and Madhya Leela 10, chapter 131, 134 sloka. He received Mahaprabhu's mercy on the pretext of giving him mantra initiation in Gaya. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 17.8. Sri Brahmananda Puri, by the disciple of Shriman Madhvendra Puri. In other words, he was one of the 9 nidhis or the roots of the desire tree of devotional service. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 9.13. He was a participant in Sri Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan pastimes in Navadvip. He also took part in Mahaprabhu's pastimes in Nilachal. This is about Brahmananda Puri. So, in this sloka, since it was mention of Ishwar Puri, Brahmananda Puri, Adi Yata, Sarva Sisya Helena Nityananda Rata. So, in the commentary about Ishwar Puripad and about Brahmananda Puripad, our acharyas have given commentary. Now, let's go to the next sloka. Sabhyat Mahajana Sambhasa Karina. Sabhyat Mahajana Sambhasa Karina. Krishna Prema Kaharo Sarire na Dekhena. Krishna Prema Kaharo Sarire na Dekhena. Sabhyat Mahajana Sambhasa Karina. Krishna Prema Kaharo Sarire na Dekhena. They had previously come across many sadhus, but they had never before seen such devotional symptoms. Sabhai paina dukha durjana sambhasiya. Sabhai paina dukha durjana sambhasiya. Ateva vana sabhe Bhramina dekhiya. Ateva vana sabhe Bhramina dekhiya. Sabhe paina dukha durjana sambhasiya. Ateva vana sabhe Bhramina dekhiya. They always felt distressed while conversing with materialistic people. So they decided to travel through the forests. Hare Krishna. So the last sloka of our discussion. Anyo anye se sab dukhera helanas. Anyo anye sab se sab dukhera helanas. Anyo anye dekhi Krishna primera prakas. Anyo se sab dukhera helanas. Anyo anye dekhe Krishna primera prakas. Now with this meeting, their distress was mitigated and their love for Krishna was aroused. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Sri Guruho Sri Yuta Padikamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhantamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauradvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Harite Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of this wonderful group. We are discussing Chaitanya Bhagavat, and I got a blessings that I am getting an opportunity to discuss something of Sriman Nityanand Prabhu's wonderful Leela from this most wonderful book of Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur. So we are in a very interesting and wonderful verse where it is being explained that what is the effect when Lord Nityananda Prabhu is amidst the disciples of Madhavendra Puri Pad. So the first sloka we saw where we have commentary, and we will little bit elaborate on that commentary in the sense what we have heard from different devotees. So the sloka goes through Iswara Puri Brahmananda Puri Adiyata Sarva Sisya Hailina Nityanande Rata. Iswar Puri, Brahmanand Puri, and the other disciples of Madhavendra Puri all felt great attachment for Lord Nityananda. Very interesting and very sublime. What attachment, which attachment makes us in our heart very happy, indicates how much we value that attachment. Once again, we may have many attachments in this world, but when some attachments in this world is we feel distressed, that why am I attached? Why am I thinking of so and so person or such and such place? We want to come out from that attachment, especially sadhaka like all of us. When we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we many times in our sadhana bhakti we pray, my Lord, all these attachments which we are seeing in this world, please Gopinath mama nivedana suno vishayi durjana sada kamarat kichu nahi mora guna. So here the author Bhaktivinoda Thakur is expressing the mood that how a sadhaka, a devotee, expresses his heart that this lust and all these materialistic things we are so much attached to. Even though we don't want to remember, we don't want to think, we don't want to entertain, but still all these thoughts, all different things just automatically comes. Why? Because of our previous conditionings in which we had attachment to all these things. Whereas, see here on contrast, just if we will see, just like in a picture, if the background is black, then anything, if there is any person who is little bit white also, little bit white spot will be very, very clearly visible. How and why? Because of the contrast. So as we can see in our own lives that how materialistic conditionings we are so much attached to, and we are trying to somehow, we are struggling to come out from these attachments. And on the contrary, how the pure devotees or exalted personalities who are completely pure in their hearts, how they are so very delighted in the presence of an exalted personality. And that's why the entire Vedic literature again and again proclaims sadhu sanga, sarva sastra kahe, lava matra sadhu sanga, sarva siddhi hoy. Association of sadhus, association of sadhus, association of sadhus. All the scriptures are telling, even for little bit association, lava matra, just momentarily association with an exalted personality, sarva siddhi hoy, we can get all perfections of our life. Just see the power of association of great exalted personality, that all perfections can come in someone's life if someone associates with sadhus. So here we see how for a sadhaka, like all of us, a practicing devotee, all of us, for us, sadhu association is an association where we get enlightened of the knowledge, sambandha tattva. We come to know what is the abhideya. Seeing their great example, we come to know the abhideya. And when we see them, then we furthermore become more and more aware of the prayojan tattva. So all the sambandha, abhideya and prayojan, we get to know when we associate with sadhus. On the contrary, those who are pure, those who have already gone ahead of sadhana bhakti and who are on the high pedestal of devotional service, for them, when they get association of saintly person, they are delighted. They are delighted in that association. And what they do, Bhagavad Gita very clearly tells that how they come together and they discuss Krishna Katha in the presence of each other and delight each other. Now, if an exalted personality, an exalted great Vaishnava can create such amazing happiness to other exalted Vaishnava. We can just imagine what will be the result when the other personality is none other than the origin of Guru Tattva, Nityanand Prabhu. How much these exalted personalities, how much they will be experiencing great joy, how much they will be experiencing great happiness when the person in front of them is Nityanand Prabhu. Nitai Pad Kamala, Koti Chandra Shushitala, Jai Chayai Jagat Juda. Nityanand Prabhu's lotus feet, Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet can give all relief from material miseries of every living entities, because he is Guru Tattva. This is true for all the sadhakas. But same Nityananda Prabhu, when he is amidst these exalted great personalities who themselves are very, very pure personalities, for them the presence of Nityananda Prabhu is giving them such attachment, as this sloka is telling. Sarvasya Hailina Nityanande Rata. Rati, they felt great attachment to Lord Nityananda. They felt great, as if bonding, attachment. As we see in our bhakti process, how it starts with Ado Shraddha, little bit faith, Ado Shraddha, then we discuss, then we come in Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, we associate with the devotees, we hear them, then we come to know what is the process, bhajan kriya, then anartha just starts to go away, anartha nivritti, then nishtha, we become fixed up, and then furthermore ruchi. So all these great personalities, ruchi, then asakti, and then bhav and prema. So these personalities are feeling great attachment, asakti, rata, in the presence of Nityananda Prabhu. So in the earlier sloka, also we had, all of you might have discussed, Hena Prita Hailina Madhvendra Puri Vaksha Haite Nityanande Bahirena Kari. Sri Madhvendra Puri was so pleased that he was unable to release Nityananda from his embrace. Madhvendra Puripad, when he embraced, he was not releasing. He was not able to release Nityananda Prabhu. So this is Madhvendra Puripad, that when he embraced Nityananda Prabhu, he was not able to release Nityananda Prabhu from his embrace. This is Madhvendra Puripad, which was the earlier sloka, all of you might have read. And in this particular sloka, today we are seeing all the disciples of Madhvendra Puripad, Ishwar Puri, Brahmananda Puri, and everyone, they are experiencing great joy. They are experiencing, just like for all of us, even little bit of some taste, if we get in devotional service, how we feel great joy. Little taste in some aspect of devotional service, we feel great joy. Can we imagine for all these personalities who are pure exalted personalities, who are associates of the Lord? Gaurangera Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane Se Jai Brajendra Sutapas Se Jai Brajendra Sutapas. All these personalities, if we just understand this much, what? Gaurangera Sangi Gane, all these Sangis of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, all these associates of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, all these personalities whom we are discussing right now, Gaurangera Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane. All these are Nitya Siddhas. They are not some conditioned living entities. All of these personalities are Nitya Siddha. Say Gaurangera Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane Se Jai Vrajendra Sutapas. Sehi Jai Brajendra Sutapas. All those personalities will go to Brajendra Suta, Lord Krishna's. They will achieve Lord Krishna. Just if they understand that these personalities whom Lord Gaurang Mahaprabhu, who are the associates of Lord Gaurang Mahaprabhu, they are Nitya Siddha personalities. Now, understanding this, that all these are Nitya Siddhas, just we can imagine how much love they must be experiencing in presence of Nityanand Prabhu. And that's what these few slokas are explaining. The love in their hearts when they are in presence of Lord Nityanand Prabhu. So it's just like it's another dimension. All of us have just little bit experience of what these personalities are experiencing. We have got just some kind of little droplets of this nectar when somehow, if we have chanted some good rounds or we got some special blessings of some devotees, at that time we are in great jubilation. It is just like one small particle of what would be an unfathomable ocean what these great personalities are experiencing. That's why the nature of happiness of a spiritual world, a spiritual life, and what these great personalities are experiencing is completely beyond our imagination. Because in this world, whatever happiness we are experiencing, all this happiness are chulla sukhaya, little bit happiness, chulla sukhaya, and then distress. Whereas this happiness, about this happiness is where is mentioned in our Chaitanya Chastakam. Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam. Anandam buddhivardhanam. This happiness is happiness which expands, which increases. That is what in earlier sloka Madhavendra Puripad is not able to leave Nityanand Prabhu from his embrace. And all these great personalities, Iswar Puri, Brahmanand Puri, they are feeling great attachment with Nityanand Prabhu. And in the next slokas we are seeing that Sabhayat Mahajana Sambhasa Karina Krishna Prema Kaharo Sarirena Dekhena. They had previously come across many sadhus. It is not that these personalities have not been in association with exalted personalities. They have come in touch with many sadhus. Of course, these are great personalities and they can understand that, oh, it takes one to know one. Since someone is on high level, they can understand the other person is also on very high level. So they have associated earlier with great exalted personalities, but they had never before experienced such devotional symptoms. What Lord Nityanand Prabhu, in the presence of Lord Nityanand Prabhu, they are experiencing and they are seeing. Krishna Prema Kaharo Sarirena Dekhena. What symptoms they are seeing on Lord Nityanand Prabhu's body and what they are experiencing themselves. They have never ever experienced it before. This is what is being explained in the other sloka, that how they are able to understand here is a great personality. And what they are seeing, they had never experienced it before. Hena avatar jara ratina janmilo lochan bole sei papi elo argelo. So all our acharyas are saying that this great personality, Lord Nityanand Prabhu, anyone, if he couldn't develop rati for this personality, for Nityanand Prabhu, Hena avatar jara ratina janmilo, anyone who couldn't develop rati for this personality, such personality, say papi elu argelo, such a sinful person, he just came and went. Now see, here in this Vaishnava song, it is being explained here that he is such a personality who is so magnanimous, who is so merciful, that for sure anyone and everyone can develop rati for this person. And if someone is not developing, then certainly someone is sinful. Say papi elu argelu, that person is certainly sinful. He just came and went. He just came in this world, stayed for some time and left. Because this Nityananda Prabhu is so very merciful, so very magnanimous, so very kind. Kind is a small word. Patra, nadeki, asthan. So anyone who comes in touch with Nityananda Prabhu, they will automatically become more and more attached. If there is sincerity in the heart, if there is devotion in the heart, what to tell about those people who are Nitya Siddhas themselves? What will happen to them? That's what we are seeing in these slokas. If a normal person, if a conditioned living entity, if he can get affected by Nityananda Prabhu's presence, and if he becomes devotionally surcharged in presence of Nityananda Prabhu, what will be the result of those personalities who are themselves very exalted? That is what we are seeing here in this wonderful milan, wonderful confluence, wonderful exchange of prema of Madhavendra Puripad's wonderful disciples and Nityananda Prabhu. So, and the next sloka, as it says that what is this Madhavendra Puripad's disciples and associates, what were their characteristics? Sabhe paina dukha durjana sambhasiya. They always felt great distressed while conversing with materialistic people. Just like it is explained that those who are of same nature, they try to be together. Birds of same feather flock together, something like that. So all these were spiritually very advanced people, and they felt very much distressed conversing with materialistic people, where they are just discussing about some mundane goals, some mundane material, different kinds of temporary goals. So they felt great distress and that's why Ateva Vana Sabhe Brahmina Dekhiya. So that's why they had decided to travel through the forest. That we don't want to waste our time in conversing something temporary, materialistic topics with this materialistic people. Very interesting point in this sloka we are seeing that how those who are in love for Krishna, they don't want their time to be wasted in Jan Sangha. We had seen in Nectar of Instruction also, Jana Sangha is considered as one of the very powerful distractor from Krishna consciousness. If we associate with the Jana Sangha, materialistic people more and more, then what will be the result? The result will be we become distracted. Our energy, such precious energy for Krishna consciousness, can be diverted, or this energy which should be utilized for Krishna consciousness purposes, for balancing Krishna conscious needs and everything, it will be just wasted if we associate with materialistic people very, very closely. And that's why all these great personalities, they felt distressed working with materialistic people, and that's why they decided to travel through forest. And now their distress has been removed, and what happens they are getting? Anyo anya se sab dukhera haila nas. Now with this meeting with Nityananda Prabhu, their entire distress was mitigated, And not just distress was mitigated, not only their distress was over. Anyo anye dekhi Krishna premira prakasa. Their love for Krishna was aroused. Their love for Krishna, which was there in everyone's heart, was arousing. So this is what is the power of course, Lord Nityananda Prabhu's presence and the power of Krishna conscious vibration. In Krishna conscious vibration, we can see our dormant Krishna consciousness coming up. The dormant Krishna consciousness which is there in our heart will be erupted in association with this such powerful personalities. So this is right now, these are slokas, we saw beautiful slokas from Nityananda Prabhu's presence. Now we are going to discuss something from the purport, very, very interesting purport, and there is so much there. Thank you very much for blessing me this opportunity. In this purport, we are seeing just now, till now, we saw the presence of Nityananda Prabhu, how everyone got their Krishna consciousness aroused in their heart in the presence of Nityananda Prabhu. So this was what we saw till now, the power of presence of Nityananda Prabhu. How Nityananda Prabhu's presence is making everyone attached to him. Now we are going to read the purport where it is being explained, very interesting and important aspect of Ishwar Puripad and Brahmanand Puri. So I will focus today on one particular line. The Caitanya Charitamrita describes how Shriman Madhavendra, being pleased by his service, benedicted him in the following words: may you obtain the wealth of love for Krishna. Hare Krishna. So this is our today's focus. This particular one line, may you obtain the wealth of love for Krishna. So this is what Madhavendra Puripad blessed Ishwar Puri with. So let's go straight to this wonderful pastime, this wonderful, beautiful pastime where Ishwar Puripad got this blessings. It is in a very great detail explained in Caitanya Charitamrita. In Antalila, where about Madhavendra Puripad, there is a chapter itself. I'm showing you a few slokas. So we will be seeing in contrast what is the effect when someone displeases a guru and someone pleases a guru. Someone displeases Guru Tattva, what will be the result? And someone pleases the Guru, what will be the result? So, Raman, let's, I am trying to share the screen, all of you will be able to see. Yes. So, Hare Krishna. So, let's see it from 8.20, Antalila. So, as all of us might have heard, Madhavendra Puripad in his last days, now he's in great separation. Puri ko sai kare, Krishna naam sankirtan, Mathura na painu bali, kare na krandan. So Madhavendra Puripad, who are chanting the Naam Sankirtan, Krishna's Naam Sankirtan, and he was crying, he would cry, Mathura na painu, oh my Lord, I didn't get shelter at Mathura. So he was expressing his heart in great separation that Mathura na painu bali karina krandan, and he was crying. So these are very special and powerful remembrance. These are called remembrance in separation. And that is what Madhavendra Puri is right now. He's in great attachment with the Lord in separation. So he is doing Naam Sankirtan and he is saying Mathura na painu, I didn't get Mathura na painu bali karina krandan, and he's crying. Now, one of the disciples of Madhavendra Puripad, Ramachandra. Ramachandra puri tabe upadesh tare. Ramachandra puri tabe upadesh tare. Sisya hana guru ke kahe bhaya nahi kare. Very powerful, very powerful instruction here it is. Ramachandra puri tabe upadesh tare. He is giving instruction to Madhavendra Puri. What is saying? शिष्य हाय गुरु के कहे भय नहीं करे. He is, Guru is in his great ecstasy in Vipralamba Bhav. He is remembering the Lord, and Ramachandra Puri was so foolish that he is fearlessly dared to instruct the spiritual master. He is saying without any fear, bhaya nahi kare. He is instructing his Guru, and what he is instructing? Just say, Tumi Purna Brahmananda Karah Smaran Brahma Vittahana Kine Kuruharudan. He is telling, if you are in full transcendental bliss, Tumi Purna Brahmananda Karah Smaran. He said, you should remember now only Brahman, Brahma Vittahana Kena Kuruharudan. Why are you crying? My God. Here he is telling someone who is on the highest summit of prema, Madhavendra Puripad. As we all of us have read in the purport, as well as in our you might have read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, how Madhavendra Puri is the seed, and this seed has given this tree of Lord Sri Chaitanya. So now, such a personality who brought love of God from the spiritual world to here, someone is instructing him that you don't. Why are you crying? Remember Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. All of you know that how, for any devotee, if someone says, merge in Brahman or remember Brahman, how even ordinary devotee who don't know about Brahman completely, how even they will start saying something. What to tell about someone of Madhavendra Puri's stature, who is in great ecstasy, remembering Krishna. So here, Srila Prabhupada writes, he committed a great offense, for a disciple should never try to instruct a spiritual master. No? So, Suni Madhavendra Mane Krodha Upajila Dura Dura Papistha Boli Bratsana Korila. Hearing this instruction, Madhavendra Puri he became greatly angry, rebuked him by saying, "Get out, you sinful rascal, get out." So this is what Ramachandra Puri could not understand his spiritual master Madhavendra Puri, that Madhavendra Puri was feeling transcendental separation. His lamentation was not material, rather it proceeded from the highest stage of ecstatic love for Krishna. So when he was crying in separation, I couldn't achieve Krishna, I couldn't reach Mathura, this was not ordinary material lamentation. So this is Ramachandra Puri was not sufficiently expert to understand the feelings of Madhavendra Puri. But nevertheless, he thought himself very advanced. Therefore, regarding Madhavendra Puri's expressions as ordinary material lamentation, he advised him to remember Brahman, because he was latently an impersonalist. Madhavendra Puri understood Ramachandra Puri's position as a great fool, and therefore immediately rebuked him. Such a reprimand from spiritual master is certainly for the betterment of the disciple. So, when the spiritual master becomes angry on a disciple, it is for the good, in the sense for the betterment of the disciple. But Madhavendra Puri became very angry. Now, Krishna na painu mathura, apana dukha maru, edite aila jwala. Oh my Lord Krishna, I couldn't reach you, nor could I reach your abode, Mathura. I am dying in my unhappiness, and now this rascal has come to give me more pain. So here is this bhava of Madhavendra Puripad, that he is He is saying that I am trying to remember the Lord, and here he is telling me, giving me more pain by telling me that, okay, why don't you remember Brahman? Now here comes more mukha na dekhibe tui yao yathi tathi tore dekhi maile mora habe asad gati. So here he is chastising Ramachandra Puri, don't show your face to me. Go anywhere else you like. If I die seeing your face, I shall not achieve destination of my life. So this is classic example of how someone displeases the spiritual master. Now, Krishna na painu mui maru apanara dukhe more brahma upadese eichhar burkhe. I am dying without achieving the center of Krishna, and therefore I am greatly unhappy. Now this condemned fool rascal has come to instruct me about Brahman. So these are the expression of the heart of Madhavendra Puri. He is expressing that this person is reminding me Brahman. He is instructing me Brahman. Ye Sri Madhavendra Sripada Upeksha Kurila Sei Aparadhe Hara Vasana Janmila. So I brought out this entire context to present that how this sloka tells, since Brahmachandra Puri was thus denounced by Madhavendra Puri, due to his offense, gradually material desire appeared within him. Sei aparadha ihara vasana janmila. Because of being denounced by Madhavendra Puri, due to this offense, gradually material desire appeared within the heart of Ramchandra Puri. So Srila Prabhupada says here, that how this material desire, vasana, refers to dry speculative knowledge. Such a speculative knowledge is only material. So about the material desire, it is being explained. Even if one is liberated in this life, he becomes addicted to material desires because of offense to Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here is a classic case study how this exalted personality, Ramchandra Puri, he was in association with one of the greatest personalities, Madhavendra Puri Pad. But because he got very negatively, he was denounced by Madhavendra Puri Pad because of his offense, because of his negative outlook. And what happened? Such a personality who was in such high level, he gradually started to get material desire in his heart. Now, let's see on the contrary. Unless and until we will not see black, we will not be able to appreciate white. So black and white, we should see both. One personality, he displeased the spiritual master and material desires arouse in the heart. And on the contrary, let's see about Ishwar Puri, which is now being explained. So Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, very, very powerful purport. Hare Krishna. These are references from authoritative biblical scripture. If one becomes an offender to his spiritual master or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he falls down to the material platform to merely speculate. He comes down from a spiritual to material platform. Now, Shushka Brahma Jnani Nahi Krishnera Sambandha Sarva Loka Ninda Kare Nindate Nirbhana. So now this one who is attached to dry speculative knowledge has no relationship with Krishna. His occupation is criticizing Vaishnava. Thus, he is situated in criticism. So Ramachandra Puri, now because of this offense, he started to criticize all the Vaishnavas. So now he was very steady in criticizing devotees. So this is what is explained here in this purport, that these people think devotional service is Maya and that Krishna or Vishnu is also Maya. Therefore, they are called Mayavadis. Such mentality weakens in a person who is an offender to Krishna and his devotee. So this is how this personality who offend devotees what happens to them? They gradually start to criticize more and more the devotees and Krishna. Now, on the contrary, Iswara Puri Gosai Kare Sripad Sevan Swahaste Karena Mala Mutradi Marjana. Iswar Puri, on the contrast, Ishwar Puri, who is he? The spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed service to Madhavendra Puri, cleaning up his stool and urine with his own hands. Swahaste Karena Mala Mutradi Marjan. So, Ishwar Puri, what he was doing? He was doing menial service to his spiritual master. He was doing just like a menial servant, cleaning up stool and urine with his own hands. And what happened? निरंतर कृष्ण नाम कराए स्मरण कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण लीला सुनाए अनुक्षण. Now Ishwar Puri was always chanting the holy name Nirantar Krishna Nam. He was always chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna Karaya Smaran, and he was making Madhavendra Puri hear the holy name Krishna. Krishna Leela, he also making helping Madhavendra Puri to remember the holy name and pastime of Lord Krishna Anukshan every moment. So Ishwar Puri was doing menial service and he was chanting the holy name of the Lord and helping Madhavendra Puri to remember the holy name and pastime of the Lord at the time of death. And what will be the result? Tushtahana Puri Tare Kaila Alingan. Tushtahana Puri Tare Kaila Alingan. Varadila Krishne Tumara Hauka Prema Dhan. Varadila Krishne Tomara Hauka Prema Dhan. Tushtahana, being very pleased, Puri, Madhavendra Puripad, Tara Kaila Alingan, he embraced Ramachandra Puri. And then what? Varadila, he gave blessings, he gave benediction. Krishne Tomara Hauka Prema Dhan. Gave the benediction that he would be a great devotee and lover of Krishna. So this is what is quoted in this beautiful purport today in the commentary. This particular sloka, pleased with Ishwar Puri, Madhavendra Puri embraced him and gave him the benediction that he would be a great devotee and lover of Krishna. Krishna Tomar Hauka, Krishna will be yours and you will get love of Prema Dhan. Say Haite Ishwar Puri Premira Sagar Ramachandra Puri Haila Sarvanindakar. And thus Ishwar Puri became an ocean of prema, Premira Sagar, ecstatic love for Krishna, whereas Ramachandra Puri Haila Sarvanindakar. So this, as we saw here, Mahad Anugraha Nigrehera Sakshi Dui Jane Ei Dui Dware Sikhaila Jaga Jane. So Ishwar Puri receiving the blessings of Madhavendra Puri, whereas Ramachandra Puri received the rebuke from him. Therefore, these two persons, Ishwar Puri and Ramachandra Puri, are examples of the object of great personalities, benediction and punishment. Madhavendra Puri instructed the entire world by presenting these two examples. So, Hare Krishna, our great inspiration here, that how our acharyas are so very beautifully presenting the entire tattva so very, very clearly, black and white. If only we can receive the blessings of our acharyas, Guru Tattva, sadhus, what will be the result? The result will be all auspiciousness in our life. And if we offend them, if we will displease them, then we are sabotaging our own progress in Krishna consciousness. So, very, very interesting and important theme which we discussed today, and that is this great exalted personality Ishwar Puri, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. He chose Ishwar Puri as his spiritual master. Can you imagine? Someone who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, coming in the mood of Srimati Radharani, and he is choosing Ishwar Puri as his spiritual master. This is how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Madhavendra Puri Pad's blessings to Ishwar Puri. And not just that, as in this commentary, it is beautifully explained that Kumar Hatta, the birthplace of Ishwar Puri, when Lord Gaurang Mahaprabhu went there, he collected the dust particle from the birthplace of Ishwar Puripad, and he used to take every day little, showing the entire world how to respect the spiritual master. So please, let's accept this wonderful principle in our lives. The principle is Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. The lotus feet of Sri Guru is the topmost shelter of our life. This is what Nityanand Guru Tattva is all about. And this Guru Tattva is manifesting in our lives in forms of our beautiful, revered spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada, and all our beautiful, wonderful, exalted personalities whom Srila Prabhupada has blessed all of us. So, in our lives, we can try through our entire efforts, so much efforts to achieve Krishna Prema. We may put so much efforts, but our path is not path of by my own prowess I will attract Krishna. It is not possible. Rather, our path is path of grace, path of Asirvad, path of blessings. And this is what in the lives of these great personalities we are seeing. Ishwar Puripad received the blessings of Madhavendra Puripad, and his life became successful. And through this example, Madhavendra Puripad is blessing all of us a very important lesson, that how all of us should try our level best to receive more and more blessings in our life. Let our lives be lives full of blessings of our senior devotees and everyone. Prasad, blessings of everyone. And that's why we see this beautiful song, Vaishnava song, where such a wonderful heart is being put forward by requesting the Guru, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Koroi Dase Trinapekha Atihina. Gurudev, please give me one drop of your mercy. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Koro E Dase. Please make this Das Trinapekha Atihina, humbler than a blade of grass, humbler like a blade of grass. Rinadapi Sunichina Tarurupi Sahispana Amanina Manilina Kirtaniya Sada. As we sing, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar sakati ache. Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dhai tab pache pache. Krishna is yours, and you can give Krishna. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par. You can give Krishna. Ami to kangal. I don't have anything, any wealth. I am a poor person. But Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli. By saying Krishna Krishna, dhai tab pache pache. I am running behind you. Oh, that's not happening. I am running behind you. So we must try our level best to sincerely submit in a very humble spirit, considering ourselves as very, very insignificant, not considering ourselves that we are qualified. We are qualified to get mercy. We are not even qualified to get mercy. If our spirit will be, I am not qualified. I am completely dependent on your mercy. And if we sincerely, with humble heart, render service, tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Just like Ishwar Puri pleased Madhavendra Puri by his humble, menial service attitude. So when we will try our level best to please our seniors or our gurus with our humble service attitude, then there is nothing impossible. Everything, all the blessings which is required will automatically manifest in our lives, because Krishna himself says that Acharya, he is an Acharya. He presents himself as Acharya. So with this simple words, praying at the lotus feet of Sri Madhavendra Puripad, Ishwar Puripad, Brahmanand Puripad, Nityanand Prabhu, Guru Tattva, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, and our Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada, that may we become servant of the servant of the servant. May the service attitude develop in our hearts, and may we could please Vaisnavas. May we could become servant of the servant of the servant of all the devotees. With this, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to recite few slokas of Chaitanya Bhagavat. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. What a beautiful, beautiful session. I heard you first time today. And it was really very beautiful, the way you connected the two disciples, Ramachandra Puri and Ishwara Puri, and then how you gave the example that how we have to lead our life by imbibing the qualities of Ishwara Puripad, giving pleasure to Hari Guru Vaishnava. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for taking out few verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, quoting it and singing it so beautifully. Really, really grateful to you. And personally, I could feel that, while just giving the class, while narrating this beautiful pastime, even I could feel that ecstasy in you, and the way you were explaining with your full heart. It was wonderful session, Prabhu. I really appreciate and really, really very, very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Grateful Mataji. I am seeking your kind blessings and blessings of all Vaisnavis here, that I could become servant of the servant of the servant, all the devotees. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, thank you for a very beautiful nectarian class, as Kirtidas Sundari Mataji mentioned. I really like when you explain the importance of Sadhu Sangha. Thank you very, very much. We look forward to you in the near future. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or realizations, please go ahead at this time.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful, beautiful class and very nice singing in between. And you have connected so many pastimes together. And you basically, we focus was on, you should always depend on the mercy of the spiritual master. And so, spiritual master, thank you so much, Prabhuji. I think Prabhu got disconnected.
Yes, Mataji.
Maybe, hopefully he's joining back. Otherwise, we'll wait and see.
Okay, sure.
Mataji, I don't think so that Prabhu will join back.
Yeah, Mataji, because class was over, right?
Class was over, and then probably must have thought that there were no questions.
Yeah, yes, Mataji, we can close the call. Shivani Mataji, you can.
Sure, Mataji, thank you.
Sorry, if anybody has any questions, they can just hold on to it. But unfortunately, I think so some wrong message was conveyed to Prabhuji that, he just left the call, or maybe some internet issues. So sorry about that. Shivani Mataji, you can take over.
Yeah, Mataji, if we have any questions, we can ask tomorrow also. Anyhow, Vinita Mataji is giving class. Wonderful. Very nice.
Yeah, then Kirtida Mataji and Preeti Mataji will be there to answer.
Shiva.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुएव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री चैतन्य भागवत आदि खंड क्लास की जय। हिज ग्रेस रुद्रनाथ प्रभु जी की जय। हरे कृष्ण
Jai.
Jai. Hare.
Okay, closing the
I'll end the call, devotee.